you know what's going on in the back. It's hilarious. We all had a huge prayer this morning. And the prayer was today someone can catch what we have caught in our past. And their lives can be impacted the same way ours were. Because I will tell you, I'm coming from Acapulco, Mexico. That's where I was born and raised. So I don't know if there's any Mexican people in the room. Anybody? It's Florida, so there's not a lot of us. There's more like Colombian, Cubano, Nicaragüense, and Chief. Okay, good. And some Americans. There are Americans here, right? I mean, I see Austin Harwood, so good to see you. He's from California. And I want to tell you that I came to this country in 2004, and in 2007, April 19th of 2007, I was a soccer coach. I would like to say it's football coach. I was also a server, and I was going to college, paying for my way through school. And somebody invited me to a presentation like this, and I came in. I didn't have cool sunglasses like you, my brother. No. I didn't own a nice suit like you guys do. I was just a struggling student, and I was sitting in that room, and I don't know what the other people that were in that room saw that day, but I know what I saw that day. And it changed my life forever. And I'll say this humbly. I was making $2,000 a month working as a server and as a soccer coach to help put myself through school. Today, the company pays us between $10,000 to $15,000 to $20,000 a day, 365 days a year, for doing what I love to do, which is helping and impacting others and giving hope to many people that don't have it. And I tell you this, I'm not saying that to brag, because money does not change the man. The man is the one that makes the money. And all glory goes to God, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. But I will tell you this, though. I will tell you this. I believe there's someone in this room today that is sick and tired of being sick and tired. I know that there's someone in this room that you just know there's another level of your life, and you are not supposed to be here in this earth living the way you're living right now. And you're not going to settle. And you are looking, and you want a little bit better. And I want you to know, here's the thing. This is the time for you to check this out. Some people sometimes have said, well, Mario, I'm skeptical. I'm like, that's crazy that you're skeptical about things that sound good, but you're not skeptical about the reality that's so sad. Somebody told you how much you're worth. Somebody told you how much you can make. Based on how much you make, they determine where you live, where your kids grow up, the education they get. You gotta beg and ask for any raises to another man that doesn't even care about your family constantly. You gotta ask for vacation time. If your family's sick, good luck not losing your job over it. And you're not skeptical about that? I'm skeptical about that. You know what I'm not skeptical about? Changing my entire freaking life forever. Because I know one thing. This is the wealthiest country on earth. There's people that have come from all walks of life, all different nationalities, all different parts of the world to come here for one thing called the American dream. And I personally believe it's still alive and it's still in some of our hearts. And it's up to you to go get it. And it's up to you to go get it. So why do I tell you that? Why do I tell you that? Because I really do believe that in life, I got the fortune to have a very unique upbringing. My upbringing was this: half rich, half poor. Some of you that grew up poor, you go, oh, you're fortunate. No, I'm less fortunate than you are. Because you were broke and you didn't know there was any other way. We were poor around rich people. And I think the worst part of being poor around rich people? That you know that there's better, but you can't have it. And you're around it all the time. And my friends would go to schools and get Christmas gifts that I was like, wow. How's your dad pay for that? My father moved to this country when I was 6. All my friends had their parents. But it grew a little chip on my shoulder that one day I was going to grow up and be a successful man, so my family doesn't have to go through what I went through. And why do I tell you that? Because when I was 11, I saw my parents arguing over the phone, screaming at each other over money. And do you think it was because they had so much and they didn't know how to spend it? Or because the month was longer than the check. And they didn't know what bill to pay. My mom says, if you move to America and we still have no money, why don't you just come back? We were fine when you were here. But look, I saw my mom cry, and I ran to my grandfather's house, who was the rich one. And I said, Grandpa, can I borrow some money? He goes, for what? I'm like, I want to open a business. For all those Latinos, a tortilleria. And I know I can buy that business, it can generate me money, and I can give it to my mom, and my parents stop fighting. And he said, you go to school, son, get good grades, I'll take care of it. And I said, that's the problem. You always come take care of it. I wanted to stop, not for you to keep on helping us. He said, let me take care of it. He goes, just remember one thing, son. And this is my message to you today. This is why they have me speak at the end, for this story that I've said about 100 times. And I think it's as impactful today as it was before. And I hope this hits one of you. In your life, this is my grandfather's words. And by the way, my grandfather was my hero. In your life, you're going to have one or two knocks on your life, Roger, where opportunity will be right there. Hear me, okay? It will be your ability to see that and seize it that will determine the life you live. Right. How many of us have met a human, a family member of ours, that gets around the Christmas table during Christmas time, during the dining table at Christmas time, and they go, well, if I would have done this, we wouldn't be here today. I had the opportunity to do this, and they live their life on the woulda, coulda, shoulda of life, and they regret some of the decisions they made that led them to where they're at today. Anybody knows anybody like that? Well, I got news for you. Today is one of those two knocks that you're going to get in your life. I want you to hear me again. Today is one of those two knocks you're going to get in your life. There's going to be two types of people walking out of here. Person number one, you believe this is your knock. By the way, I don't know if it's your first one or your second one. Do you? And by the way, there's not a time on either one of them. So when I got my knock at 19, I didn't know if my second one was going to come at 80, 73, and I couldn't afford to risk it, and I decided to go for it at that age. My second knock was when this company reached out to me. I don't know if I'll ever have another knock in my life, so this is my last shot at the big time. I have a question. Do you believe there's something inside of you that tells you that you still have a shot at the big time? How many of you believe that still the rest of your life can be the best part of your life? Anybody here is hopeful and wishful for that? So I will tell you this. My challenge for you is, come check this out. Because there's two people. One is like those that aren't leaving. And I have no shame on my game. We can get outside and I'll show you my bank account. Third one, walking out. Again, that's an agent. She's heard that one. Alright? Because I don't need to hear this. I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to any of the new people. Because sometimes we forget the industry we're in and the money that we can make and the impact we can make in families. So one are the two people. One, you walk out. Your day goes back to normal. It's hot outside. You go eat some good food. You probably watch some sports later today. And your life goes back to normal. The same way it is today, it's going to be tomorrow. Nothing changes. Today was just another presentation that was longer than usual. And then this is another person. The other person is the 19-year-old Mexican kid who had a freaking desire in his heart to change his life for freaking ever. And I was just waiting for someone to give me a chance. I was just waiting for someone to say, dude, here's the jersey, go play. The other person's the one that's going to come in and be like, look, dude, here's the thing. All these skeptical dudes, I ain't skeptical. I want you to show me. I'm noticing everywhere. By the way, it's in magazines. It's all over social media. It's all over TV. It's all over everywhere. That insurance right now is the place to be. It's kind of funny. At the beginning, I was kind of embarrassed to say I'm in insurance. Now everybody, oh shit, you're in insurance? I'm like, yes. Well, there's a lot of money in it. I'm like, I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. And by the way, we have a better lifestyle than most because we make our living impacting people positively. We're not stealing from no one. We're not taking from no one. We're not screwing anybody over. Actually, we're helping the ones that no one else is helping. So it's extremely fulfilling. And that's going to be the person that I'm talking to. That when this is over, if we can go to the next slide, please. I want you to consider your options. Some of you might go, Marty, this is really good. I love what you guys stand for. I would like to take a look at my finances. The second person is going to say, Mario, I want to see, or the person I invited you, how could we get started on a part-time basis? I can't afford to come full-time. I have a family, I'm a student, whatever. But I would love to start this on a part-time basis, maybe working 6 to 10, 15 hours a week. Around my schedule, I'll control it. And I would like to see this can eventually turn into a career. That's what I decided to do. And then there's some of you that are with other companies. You're checking us out. You've been in the industry. You're starting to hear the noise that GFI is making. And you go, I would like to partner with you guys. I want to see if I qualify, if I have the credentials for me to come in full time with you guys, and we'd love to partner with you. We are the fastest growing financial services company in the world, and we still say more no's than we say yeses to people. You want to know why? We got to protect our brand. You know what the brand of this company that you're standing here in front of? You want to know a little bit about us? Let me tell you 2 things we do. We always treat our clients right, and we always treat our agents right. And we can go to bed knowing at night that we're doing the right thing for the consumer, and we're doing the right thing for all the agents that are doing the right thing for the consumer. So if I can go to the next slide, my favorite to do is going to be the following. Can you pull out this device that costs us to have carpal tunnel at age of 19? Hey, don't lie to me. How many of you sometimes your fingers hurt and you're like, dude, where did this come from? I'm like 37 and I'm doing acupuncture on my forearms. Like, this is stuff that in the 1930s no one had problems with. You know what I mean? They were like doing smoke signals. Now we're like sending text messages. I want you guys to please grab your phone, and if you quickly, not take a picture of me, I know you want one, but if you guys can just go real quick on the QR code and click it, and this is my challenge for you. Get together with the person that invited you. Get together with the person that invited you and say, hey, what is this all about? How could this turn out? Like, paint me a picture. Like, this is what I would like to accomplish. Could I accomplish it here? And figure it out. And here's the thing. Do a good decision today. What do you have to lose? What do you have to gain? If you check this out, what do you have to lose? What could change? If there's more for you, positively than negatively, I think you should really get together with the person that invited you. But if you think for some reason there's more negative than there's positive, hey, thank you for coming, we appreciate you, and I hope you had a good time with us. You at least know we're good people and we're real. With that being said, I really believe and I want to pray that someone makes a life-changing decision the same way I made a life-changing decision on April 19th, 07. And hopefully together we can go build the largest force in the financial industry that goes and does the right thing and doesn't forget about the people that sometimes need it the most. And we will correct the injustice of all these crooked agents that are out there doing the wrong things. I love seeing people doing things the wrong way because it just elevates my passion and crusade for doing things the right way. Whether you're a single mom, whether you're a single father, whether you're an immigrant, whether you were born and raised in this country, let's not forget that we live in the greatest place on earth. And this is one of the few places in this earth where we can determine what our future looks like according to the decisions that we make here today. So I want to thank every single one of you for coming out. And I would like to personally bring out again, to give you a final message. I think there's something pretty cool. I would like to bring our host, the one and only, Mr. Michael Chernowski. Guys, thank you so much. And God bless you.
All right, you guys have another hour in you? Just kidding. All right, just kidding. All right, so just a couple quick announcements. Thank you guys for attending. If you are a guest, please see the person who invited you for more information. For all of our agents, we're going to have a training starting at 2 p.m. So we have 4 food trucks.